Hello folks and welcome to the channel. Well, here we are, episode 2, project 2. So, all the mould lines have been removed and that was a fun job. And as you can see, I've used some green stuff to fill in the horrendous gaps that were on this guy's arms. I can do another video a different time on how we use that, but just let me know in the comments if you want that. Oh, subscribe. Well, that would be handy if some of you would do that. Right, okay, first things first, we need to get a colour on these. So, while I paint everything black, which is a super quick job and doesn't take any time at all. In fact, you could probably do it in at least one eternity. Right, okay, so they're all done. And, God, here we go. Yeah, can you spot it? Yeah, look, the paint hasn't taken to some of the areas. So, yeah, I've got some bits to redo. So what are we going to do? Well, we're going to do the old-fashioned thing. We're going to get some more black paint, and through the magic of television, while I go the long way around, you get to go the slightly faster way around. Well, a little bit faster. Oh, yeah. You may notice that just on this one here, the paint hasn't quite bonded. Now, what we're going to do, it's a very cunning route here, we're going to ignore that, because that's going to be painted with silvers and that, so we can forget about that. Right, okay. Now, in the previous project, we painted this bad boy. Now, he's old and dirty, and I think the Marines would actually take better care of themselves than a Dreadnought could. So we're going to give them a warmer thing. So starting off with a base of persistent red, we're going to give everything a rather heavy dry brush. Now, this is going to give them a slightly warmer tone than the Dreadnought has, so there you go. That's them all looking heavily dry brushed in red, and of course, while dry brushing, he came off his base. And if you're familiar with the channel, you know we're not even going to attempt to glue this on camera. So through the magic of editing, there you go. Look at that, he'd never fallen off. It was all perfect. You just dreamt that last bit. Okay, so a good thick red undercoat. Okay. Looking fairly stylish, but we need to go a little bit more into the pink range now. So we're going to kick off with Screamer Pink. Same again, we're going to give it a fairly heavy dry brush, not quite as heavy as the previous one. And what will happen is the red will show through in areas and give a warmer tone to the model. So whereas the Dreadnought's quite a cold looking model, these guys should be just a little bit warmer looking. So there you go. As you can see, they are all fairly heavily coated in paint now. The dark recesses are still dark, and the armour panels are starting to get a bit of a nice pinky hue to them. Now, obviously we've got way further to go, but I think that's far enough for this video. So all I'm going to say is if you get a chance, please subscribe. If you like the content, please let me know in the comments, and have a good day. I'll see you all on the next one. Goodbye.